Back with another one, keeping it real, episode 2. So like today I'm talking about how we, more than most of us, did not grow up in like a loving home or a loving family, or did not come from one, or etc etc. Majority of us grew up in survival mode, having to walk on eggshells, or we were the peacekeeper, and that's why we are now, years down the line, the therapy friend, or so to say. We have to swallow our feelings just to like avoid the explosion, not poke the bear, so we're not the next episode of the silent treatment, or anger issues, or things being thrown in the house, or whatever. And now that we're older, we kind of look back at this like wondering, why now do we react the way that we do? Why do we feel guilty for setting boundaries with people? Why do we feel bad for speaking up about our feelings? Or why do we apologize when we haven't done anything wrong? It's because like we come from parents that cannot take accountability for their own actions. Like we now, or most of us now, like I can tell you flat out what I've done wrong. Like I'm not here to sugarcoat shit. Like I know that I'm a human, I know that I make mistakes and da 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 da, like, but it's the ones who came from parents who never said I'm sorry, or that was wrong, or apologized for their actions, that made us have the feelings that we had. Like it's the problems that we have now down the line that, like, let's be honest, some parents hurt the kids and then expect those same kids to stay with them forever. Like you can't hurt someone and like expect them later to want to just like always come home and like be your best friend. Or like we are constantly being scared of opening up about our feelings because when we were younger, we had parents who twisted the narrative, gaslit us, and acted like that thing that made us upset never happened, or they act like they did no wrong and just try to cover it up by like, oh, let's go get food, or oh, let's order food, or let me buy you this, or I don't know, some other shit to just like cover it up and not take accountability for what they have done. And being at this grown age and growing up now, like we can say like, you know, yes, we love them, but what they're doing is not out of love. What they're doing is out of emotional manipulation. You can love your parents, obviously, of course you do, and still say they hurt me in ways that I'm healing from today at this age that I am. And that's not, they think that they cannot be disrespectful towards you. Like, they find no faults wrong in their actions, and it's just, oh, well, I'm just a bad mother then. Oh, well, I do everything for my kids. I always stand by my kids. Just basically trying to put the wall between their actions and just covering it up because you're doing the bare minimum of being a parent. And your truth matters, even if they refuse to acknowledge it. You're allowed to feel the way that you do, and you sure as hell don't need to shrink your pain to protect someone else's ego. You are allowed to open up, and you are allowed to, you know, like, their inability to take responsibility is not your burden to carry, and it's only going to cause you distress. Like, their emotional maturity is not your fault, and there is no fault from what you have felt and your reaction to what they have done to make you feel that way. Like, their version of the story doesn't get to erase your reality, and that's the truth of the matter. No matter if people believe it or not, it's up to them to decide, and it's not our job to live in hopes that someone will believe us. Like, we just live our truth, and that's what it is. And if you've ever been told to, like, just let it go, like, just to keep the peace, like, you deserve better. Like, if you've ever been the scapegoat, the fixer, the forgotten, the therapy friend, like anything, like, trust me, I see you, I hear you, I've been there. You're allowed to call it whatever it is. Like, nobody is allowed to tell you how you're supposed to feel. Point blank, period. And truth of the matter is, they may never say that they're sorry, but you don't have to stay silent forever.